Welcome to your best post-race show ever, brought to you by Twisted Tea. Behind us, the championship celebration and tent teardown for Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha is underway. They've done it. They've won the 450 title. Jason Weigandt, Kellen Brauer. Okay, we actually raced here before in May for the season opener, Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Ferrandis won the opener. But I really don't think that anyone, including Ferrandis, was thinking when we came back for round 11, they'd already have the title.
I know. It's like happened so fast that it's almost hard to imagine that it's come to this point. But, yeah, I mean, I think Ferrandis, you looked at it and you were kind of like, well, he won the opener. Everybody's coming off the Supercross hangover. He's feeling good. He's feeling froggy.
He's probably ridden here a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he just carried that momentum all the way through the year, and now he's your champion.
You know, it's somewhat of a surprise in the sense that he was a rookie and the Yamaha, this 450, the modern generation would have never won this title before. But look, he was the best guy at round one. He didn't win round two. Roxon went 1-1, but I think he was the fastest guy there. If you really started doing the math, it was kind of obvious all year long. He has been the best guy week in, week out.
Yeah, I mean, every time he gets a bad start, walks forward. Every time he gets a good start, he stays out front.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been proof in the pudding all year long that he knows how to run up front and he knows how to win these championships.
Pretty gnarly. And, okay, I get to work at the nice air-conditioned TV booth. Team Fraud was back there shooting. You were out there. How bad did it get? Because it seemed brutal.
It was really hot, and I was asking a lot of people,
Yeah.
I mean, how is this compared to Ironman? You know,
Yeah.
it's muggy at Ironman, it's
Yeah.
heavy, but there's trees all around. There's no trees out here on the track, so
Good point.
there's no way to find for us any shade anywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, these guys out there grinding it. I wouldn't have wanted to ride here today myself, and these guys put 230s in. It was brutal.
So Eli Tomac ends up winning 2 straight overalls. It would have been fun to see him and Ferrandis battle. Tomac puts on a charge in Moto 2. Once he got to Ferrandis, you could tell Ferrandis is like, I don't need to beat this guy today. But it kind of sets us up. It'll be interesting to see what Ferrandis is made of at the finale. This goes usually 2 ways. No pressure, you ride better, or no pressure and you just don't even care. But Tomac has become beast at the end of the year.
Yeah,
it's
it
crazy.
might be a perfect kind of melding of both situations, right? Ferrandis has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Tomac has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So maybe we do actually finally see a real battle royale between those two at the finale.
How about Tomac? 2 in a row now as he's about to end his time with Monster Kawasaki, and they're putting their best performances forward. We go to the 250 class. We'll interview Jett Lawrence here in a moment. But look, Jett Lawrence is not the champion yet, but it sure looks good. He has turned on the Jets, I guess we should say.
Yeah, and at the perfect time, right?
Yeah, man.
Cooper is obviously on some sort of landslide here, and Jett has figured it all out right at the end of the championship. No pressure, it seems like. He's just going out there. He's doing what he needs to do, going through the motions, and winning these motos, honestly, kind of easy for what's been a pretty close 250 class this year.
And we know the starts were a big problem for Jett at one point, and he fixed them and they got better. And then all of a sudden today he pulls a monstrous hole shot at Moto 2.
Yeah, and the gate malfunction, he was the first to hit it pretty much, too, after it happened. So clearly, he was chomping at the bit. He wanted to get out front and prove what it's worth today. But, yeah, I mean, that whole shot was huge. Like, he was clicking gears and just pulling away from people into the first turn and kind of set the tone for that second moto and really the day that he had here.
It really shows when momentum's on your side. It's that chicken and the egg. The starts come with the better riding, or does the better riding lead to better starts? For Jett, it's all coming together at the same time. Justin Cooper is trying. Our video guys who are back there analyzing their shots are like, it's just not the same from Justin Cooper. Something's off.
It's really not, and we've heard that he's been dealing with maybe a little bit of illness or something that he was dealing with at Unadilla, and it's kind of carried through. But yeah, I mean, just the starts, obviously, it's kind of the same thing you're talking about with Jett. The confidence gets there, the starts come with it. Cooper's clearly lost some sort of confidence because the starts are not there.
Yes.
He is not getting out front. Even if he's on some sort of downward spiral with his health, he's not getting out front to even show that, he could be up there still battling.
Absolutely. Okay, shout out to Michael Moseman. Great ride for a podium today, and also Cooper Webb, 2 podiums in a row now in the 450 class. Let's go find Jett Lawrence and see if we can get an interview. This is ridiculous. We had the interview lined up, Steve.
Jett just picked the #1 media source for this first interview. So.
Yeah, racer.
He whipped his thing out first, so.
Well, look how long mine is.
Oh, he does have a good point there.
Yeah, he really does. Yeah, science does matter.
Can we just do this real quick and then never mind the racer?
I'm going to use the same quote, so just ask.
I saved the best for last, okay? I make him feel a little bit good.
Ask the same question, so let's double up. Flip around, so we'll get it.
Yep.
Yes, 3 for 3.
Incredible.
Incredible.
This one was backwards. It doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, for some reason, I think I just have some magic or something in this area. It's I've had 3 for 3, like you said. It's awesome, and you can't really complain about it much. But hopefully, we can keep it like that.
Yeah, 4 in a row. Did anything change for you coming into Ironman? Like anything different? Any settings? Any mindset? I don't know. Did something happen to help these 4 in a row motos?
I just kind of kept at my work, really. Everyone else is kind of dying down now because it's starting to get, they're all starting to get more mentally fatigued. And thankfully, I have an awesome trainer, Johnny, and he keeps on my ass. And thankfully, all the work in the off season's really starting to pay off, really. So, yeah.
So Johnny, he's trained the Martin brothers, right? He trained Ricky. He's trained a lot of guys,
Yeah.
and he's known for his soul-crushing bike rides.
Yeah.
How do you do on those bike rides?
I suffer a lot, but I'm starting to get closer to them, which is so they don't hurt as bad as they used to, but they still suck.
Yeah, it's I've heard. Track prep today looks like kind of the same as round 1.
To be honest, I think round 1 was better, to be honest. Today I felt like it was an Eli track, you know, like how the ruts would kind of go into more berms. Eli's really good at that, and I think it was more that type of track, and once it got dry, they tried keeping water into it, but once it goes dry here, it's hard to get that water back in.
All right, and so we're going into Hangtown. You got a nice lead, but I guess you've been to Hangtown before, right? You raced a regional or something there. What are your thoughts on this week and the preparation for Hangtown?
My preparation for Hangtown's going to be same as this week, and I'm going to be going in mentally wise, thinking that I suck this weekend and make sure I go there and do my job.
Rank these announcers in order. Emig, Langston, Weigandt. Rank them in order.
Wait,
Emig, Langston, and Weigandt.
Okay, we'll go. I'm gonna go Langston first.
Okay, fair enough.
Because he's just a nice guy, and I'll put Jason second.
All right.
He's right here. I don't want to get knocked out.
I
And
was really hoping you'd go third for this idiot.
Or not even podium.
well, he's in punching distance, so I don't want to get.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like a kangaroo.
I already had one blood nose today, so I don't need another. So
Oh,
and
what happened?
I think the first one I came in, I think mainly because of the heat, but I had a blood nose. I was like, oh, okay, but yeah.
Well, hey, man, great work. 4 in a row, crushing it, and hard not to think of that championship next week, but yeah, it's looking good, man. Thank you for doing this.
No, thank you, boys.
Well, hey, man, great work. 4 moto wins in a row, and it's hard not to think about that championship next week, but good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that was an excellent interview that I put together there with Jett Lawrence in the 250 class. Now, look, we've been waiting a year now to see if you would drink a Twisted Tea on the podium, Max Anstie.
Oh, I did. I chugged it.
You kind of did today.
I got up there and I couldn't even hear the lady talk. They were shouting so loud. The fans were going, chug, 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 chug. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm not
So you
going
went
to do
for
it now
it.
because I'm a bit sticky. I poured it all over my face, half of it, and I got some in my mouth, but it did. They loved it, though.
Okay, as you said, it wasn't a real podium. You want to be top 3, but you were way closer today, and we were like, hey, these guys worked hard. We brought a bunch of extra guys up. You were closer, though, to the real deal.
Exactly, and it's nice for my team. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to give them exposure and do the. You know, they've done such a great job. Twisted Tea have really stepped up this year. It's been great. You know, even this is awesome. And just to be able to give them the exposure and actually be up on the podium and the fans to see the faces is great. I enjoyed it today. I was happy to get 6th overall with a 6.5. Obviously, you know, yeah, we want more, but it was still the best result we've got. I'm happy with that. I ended up not racing in Ironman because I ended up getting COVID, and luckily right before Ironman I did some good testing and I made a few steps. So I was excited to try it in Ironman and never got to. So.
Yeah.
I literally rode one day on Thursday, did a few laps, and thought I'd see how I felt. Felt fine, and thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. So I went with my setup that I was going to take to Ironman.
Okay.
For here and didn't touch it. So definitely making progress. I know it's late in the season and we've only got 1 week left, but I'm looking forward to getting back, firing on all cylinders for next week in Hangtown.
Okay, so look, we had you on the show all year, and I was waiting for this moment. You finally got good starts. So now I can ask you, what did you see from Tomac and Webb and all those guys and Roxon who you were in there with today?
Yeah, it was actually interesting. First moto, I was behind Ferrandis for a good 5 laps, and I was sat there going, oh, the pace isn't that bad. And then all of a sudden I looked up and they were kind of inching away.
Yeah.
And it was getting hot. And then I was thinking, I don't know how my prep's been because I've been sat on the couch for 10 days, and I feel like I'm breathing pretty hard, and it's very hot right now. So Yeah, I lost touch a little bit, but it was nice. It was honestly good to be in that group and get a bit of a push going for the first few. Second motor was very wet to start with. They flooded like a load of sections, so kind of made me feel like I was back in MX2 GP where they flood the track for them and there was like puddles and stuff in some of the ruts. Some bits were really dry, but some bits were really, really wet. So yeah, second motor you had to kind of be a little more cautious. You couldn't just send it, with the guys. Otherwise, you'd have ended up on the floor, which a few guys did. It was pretty hectic on the first lap, actually. But no, great to be up there in the mix, and it shows we're making progress. The team's done well. They've definitely stepped up, and one more week and get to go and do it again.
Okay, we'll have one more of these shows. There's a championship party for Dylan Ferrandis. We're gonna go try to crash it.
Cheers,
and cheers. See you next week. Yep. All right, we did it. We actually did crash the Dylan Ferrandis party. I'll just do this. Have you moved at all? Are you like just mentally, totally exhausted, spent?
Yeah, I'm really tired right now, but I'm here. Like some people ask me picture here and here, but I stay close to the chairs.
Can you tell? Is it tired because it's a long season and the training is hard and the motos, or is it really just up here, mental?
No, honestly, I'm tired. Honestly,
physically?
Yeah, last week after the race, I was really bad and I had to go to the medical crew and I was like really, really bad and felt I was dying. So right now I'm tired and my body is just like, I think I reached the limit. Yeah. I'm at my limit right now on what my body is capable of doing.
Was a lot of that Budds Creek? Was that a lot of it that pushed you?
I guess, yeah, for sure. Budds Creek was one of the most hot and humid race of the season, so probably didn't help. It's also like we did 17 rounds of Supercross.
Yeah.
Now 11 rounds of Motocross, and I never stopped walking. Like in Supercross, it was hard. Every week I was training and doing the best I can to be better in Supercross, and then the Motocross came, and again I was trying to be better every day, and the races and the training, and we never really stopped since for me since maybe September. I had injury last winter, but since September or October last year, I never really stopped for walking out. So yeah, for sure, at some time your body say you need to stop.
You do have one to go. We'll leave that for next week. Okay, I feel like your motivation, your grind, your all in, your effort is really what has done it for you. And I think the fans have to even respect that. Like you're not winning on like pure talent or getting every hole shot. You're getting it because you're earning it. Where does that fire come from? Do you know? Because it's just all, to me, it's all grit, it's all heart. Where does that come from?
I think it's been in me since ever, but it's just that, I won obviously last year the Supercross and Motocross in 250, so that showed that it was there already. But I think it's just I dedicate my life for the sports, for being the best when I do my sports. And I do that since many, many years right now. So I think it was just this year, I think I was just at the top of myself, physically, mentally, obviously the bike also. And I'm working with the best people in the industry on and off the bike. And I trust the guy I work with. I think it's just like, it's gonna sound cliche, but it's just hard work. Like honestly, I don't think anybody in sports is giving more effort than what I'm doing, and
I agree.
I don't think anybody is more dedicated in the sport than me. So I think the difference is just there. I do everything to be better day after day, on the Sunday, on the Monday, every day, and since I do that since so many years right now, so it's finally paying off. It's there. It took time, but finally it paid off.
I'll say one thing though: it's easy to look back now, holding the #1 plate, and say it all worked out. But look, you went all in on DV. Whatever he said, you did. Yep. This team hadn't even raced 450s. The Yamaha 450 had not had great success. You had faith that if I did what they said and I worked with them, if I stuck with these guys, it was going to work. Because it is a little different than the programs everybody else is on.
Yeah, for sure. And but also, it wasn't easy to get to this point. Like at some point, we had to sit with a group of people, make good decision. And I had the option to go somewhere else. When I moved to 450, I had the option to go on different brand. But yeah, I sit down with all the people that I trust, and I say, okay, what are we doing now? what's the plan, and they tell me the plan, and I know this Star Racing Yamaha now for 4 years. This year is my 5th year with the team, and I trust the people in the team, and they have the same mentality as me. They have no life. Like honestly, like the wife, the kid, like they have definitely no life. Like they put the life on the side, and they are dedicated 100% for the sport and more for the win. Like the only thing they want at Star is winning, and so that's why I decided to sign with this team, and I trust them. And same as Divi, like his program is only for win. Like his program is not for feeling good, having fun, going holiday or whatever. His program is if you follow it, you're gonna win, but you have to follow it like 100%, and that's what I did since 3 years now. And I'm really happy that I did that choice. It was hard. Like every week is hard. Every time I'm go out and train is hard, but like the result is here.
You got it. I would say I'm going to let you celebrate. I'm going to let you rest. How about that? There we go.
Oh, yeah. That would be good.
Congrats. And where's LeBig? We're going to bring LeBig in here. Let me grab that. Thanks, Dylan. Congratulations.
On est champion. On est champion.
You are This is Stephan Legrand. Hold the microphone. You know what you're doing.
Hold the mic. Okay.
Stephan Legrand of LeBig USA. That's a
that's where they are.
French motocross site in the United States.
Yeah.
I think you seem more emotional than him over him winning this title. We talked last night. This is a big, big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I don't know if it's the alcohol talking, but yes, it is.
We like that.
Yeah, okay.
Is it alcohol talking?
No,
All right.
it has nothing to do
That's
with alcohol.
it,
No.
How long since the French rider won?
It's been 30 years.
Look.
30. Oh, no.
Yeah.
30 freaking years.
Yeah, 30 freaking years. Look, I'm going to make you feel even better than just holding the number one plate. There's only 2 French guys that have ever won this title. You and Jean-Michel Bell, okay? That's pretty good, dude.
I know that's a legend. Like in France, he's really the legend. He's above me. He's above everybody. And what he did 30 years ago was just insane. And he have also Supercross championship, so which is like unreal. So he's even for me, he's a legend.
Absolutely, and that's really what kicked off the idea that Europeans or even Australians or South Africans could come over here and win. JMB did it. You finally got another guy to do it at the highest level, and I really feel like, okay, you're supposed to be an unbiased journalist, but I feel like we can see it in here.
I'm supposed to be like that, but I want to say something about David Villemin.
Yeah.
The coach, the coach.
The coach.
He had that guy being like on the top of the top, and I think he didn't do what he did, and once again, I'm emotional about it because I've been there. I was there in 2000.
In DV's racing days, yes.
Exactly. So the fact that that guy did it, it's just,
Trust the program. All right, all of France. You're representing all of France. They're pumped. It's emotional down here. We're going to go back to the Twisted Tea truck for the rest of our show. Thanks.
Il est champion! Il est champion! Il est champion! It means he's champion.
All right, good stuff. We got to feel a little bit of the love of part of Dylan Ferrandis' celebration over there. We'll wrap this up talking to the Brick brand and Hartranft. You've become a top 10 guy, bro.
Yeah, we got 8th today, so it was 8th overall. Track was pretty gnarly, which I think everybody said it.
Was it fun at all? Was there any part that you were like, hey, this is cool, or was it just brutal gnarly?
Honestly, the funnest part was hitting the finish line.
Okay.
That jump was actually kind of fun to scrub.
All right.
But that was about it.
Okay.
Start was cool.
Hey, I was going to ask, they did it backwards. I'm thinking, like, this is not going to work. The left,
Dude,
the right,
actually,
left.
I think a little bit safer.
Really?
Yeah.
Because is it just slower
it's
or
more
what?
fair, to be honest.
No way.
Like, I don't know if you noticed, a lot of us were a lot to the left of the doghouse.
Yes.
So I actually started like far out.
Yeah.
Came out like 6th. So it's finally nice to have like an actual equal start. Because you know how nationals, they'll like position the starts the opposite direction. So.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like if the turn is
okay,
going
explain
left,
this. Yes.
The turn's going left, they'll literally aim the starts, like the start grates this way. So if you're on the outside, you're
done.
That's kind of like Dilla. Like you can start on the inside gate and rip the whole shot.
And there's no way for the outside. Oh, so here, since they went backwards, the gate was angled the wrong way, and it actually made it more fair.
Yeah.
Maybe we just learned something here.
Yeah, I'm smarter than I look, all right?
We'll take that. How's Hangtown for you?
I'm actually pumped to go there.
Okay.
I haven't raced there since 19. I didn't go too well, but track's pretty sick. I like it. I think it'll be
more fun than this.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take that. So that's where we're going. We're going to Hangtown. Brandon Hartranft, Max Anstie, we thank him, and everybody that let us crash their parties.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
Cheers,
thanks.
Twisted Tea.
Yep, thanks to Twisted Tea.